Now that we have this data downloaded from the internet, let's go and write it to a file. We want to save this data to a particular name related to the cat name in the folder that we're passed. So this should be pretty easy to write. We'll say save image, and we'll give it the folder, we'll give it the name and the data. So down here, we're gonna have a method like so. Now you've worked with files before, and you know when you're just gonna use the file stream just for a moment, and then you're gonna close it right away, you wanna use what's called a context manager. So we'll say with, and open is how we get a hold of a file stream. We wanna give it a name. So let's come up here and say file name equals, and again, we're gonna use the OS module. So we'll say OS and import that at the top. We'll say path.join, and our folder is an absolute path, so that should work. And then we have our name, and then this is like the name of the cat, like lolcat1, lolcat7. These are basically JPEGs, so let's just add on the file extension .jpg. So now we can say open with file name, and say as FOUT for output file stream, and then we're going to somehow work with this. If I were to just write this code and try to write this data to it, this data is binary. This by default is a text file. It's not going to turn out so well for us. So what we need to do is go over here and change the mode. And we can say I'd like to write. By default, it's read only. And I like to write not just text, but binary. So we'll set the mode to WB for write binary. And then I could work with the output stream and the data stream and sort of copy those around and juggle the bytes. And that'd be fine. But it turns out there's a module called shell util that will help us out here. So we'll say shell util, like so. We want to import that at the top, of course. And it has a method called copy file object. So we can say, I would like to copy this data stream to that data stream. Done. One line, beautiful. Now, PyCharm says you should really move your method down one line according to PEP 8. So there we go. All right, we are ready to run this app and get a hold of some cats. But remember, I told you on line 15 here, we are doing it wrong. So let me run it, get some sort of not working images, and then I'll show you how to fix it. It's really easy, but it's also easy to overlook. Let's make sure we get some output while we're running our download. So we'll do a little print statement here. We'll say contacting server to download load cats. And we'll say something like print downloading cat, and then let's actually involve the name here. I'm going to say plus name, and then at the very end, I guess we could print done, something like so. So let's run it. Okay, how exciting. Let's go look at our cats. So now you can see we have all of our cats, and if I open them up, ooh, that's not a super cool cat. I love little cats, and I was hoping for a good little laugh when I saw this picture, and this made me sad. Well, you might think there's a problem with PyCharm, but in fact, if we actually open this up in Finder, you would see there's not really a proper picture there. So let's go back here and talk about the mistake we made when downloading binary data using a request. So in order to work with this raw stream here, in the manner that we were doing it, we need to go tell request to operate in what's called streaming mode. So we can say stream equals true. And now if we just rerun it, you should see some nice cats. Okay, it's all done. Let's go look at the cats. Nice. Trash cat is not amused, but I am, because this is awesome. Let's look at one more. Ooh, I'm in your quantum box. Maybe. Okay, so perfect. We've downloaded our data using requests, and we're working with the raw stream, and we set stream mode to be true. We then pass that stream over to our save image, which we create a binary file we can write to, and we use the shell utility copy file object to copy from this stream to that stream. But as a user, how would I know my cats have been downloaded other than seeing done? Well, okay, great, done, but I actually want to see the cats. So the next thing we're going to do is show the cats to the user.